Big Grand.
And then 3, 2, 1. We're alive from the living room.
Come one, come all, y'all all welcome to my living room. Pour up some drink, light up your spliff within my living room. We tell the truth, we don't do lies within my living room. Mi casa, not su casa, bitch, cause this my living room. Please stand on business if you sit down in my living room. Yeah, I play games, but don't you play around in my living room. Plus we all grown, ain't no kids inside my living room. Man, we be so high, might see 4 clouds in my living room. Let's make a classic, show some passion in my living room. Don't for you pass it, don't do ashes in my living room. Shit can get drastic, get on asses in my living room. Can't wear no hoodies or no masks in my living room. Come one, come all, y'all all welcome to my living room. Pour up some drink, light up your split within my living room. We tell the truth, we don't do lies within my living room. Mi casa, not su casa, bitch, cause this my living room.
Yo, we live in the living room again with a motherfucking legend. Look, this been a long time coming. We got Kenny Knox live in the living room with us today. Hey man, look. He said he ain't had no sleep in like the last couple days. And usually I sit here and talk and vibe and chill with the guests for a minute, but we gon' get this thing going so he can get him some rest. Cause look at him, he look tired and motherfucker. He been working on business plans. He damn near lost his phone on the way here. Left the fucking phone on top of the car. He done left the wraps. He don't even know where the wraps at. You just been having a day, fam. Oh man, we got some music playing somewhere. We got some music playing somewhere, I think. You had a hell of a night. You had a hell of a night. Hey, the business, it's like the business never stops, right?
The business ain't business until you own it all.
Nah, for real. I feel that 100%. It's like a lot of days I want to rest, but I can't because I got to keep on going with this shit. You know what I'm saying? If we don't keep going, it just ain't going to work.
Gotta keep pushing.
But legendary. We got a legend in the city with us. Kenny Knox. I came back in 2010 to St. Louis from abroad. I was living in Indianapolis. And when I came back, I hit the music scene running. Mm-hmm. And all I seen on Facebook was Kenny Knox. Amongst some other names. But I seen a lot of Kenny Knox at the time. Heavy on my Facebook. And I was like, man, who the fuck is this guy? And I used to see you used to have a big ass like Joker gun on the You used to have a big ass Joker gun on the thing.
Yeah, but
we talking about Get Ghetto and Popping That Metal. Classics for the city.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it was a while.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, I was heavy back. But you was really on the scene, and I was hitting the scene, and I was doing my thing. And the first time I met you, I was hosting some shows for Marilyn Alem, All Knowing EMT, and you performed. You, Red Corleone, RIP, and Hood Rich, RIP to both of them. Both of them gone.
Man, it's crazy.
And
I remember that show.
And I hosted
Natural Bridge, where I wasn't supposed to be at.
Yeah.
People don't drive out on fucking Natural.
Man, listen. And I was catching the bus in the train out there at the time. That's how hungry I was trying to get it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that shit.
So you did a show there. And before you hit the stage, this is why you always been near and dear to me, regardless if you know it or not. Before you hit the stage, it was another guy on the stage by the name of Skoda Man. He was a young kid at the time. I've actually interviewed him. Shout out to Sko. And he went way over his show time. And I told the DJ, cut the mic and get him out of here. And he was kind of upset. But y'all took the stage after him. Mm. And when y'all took the stage after him, I was already friends with Hood Rich, but I had never met you before. But after y'all took the stage after him, I just felt like wasn't nobody gonna do nothing to me if they thought they was before. That's how I felt, man. I was like, man, you know what? I fuck with Kenny Knox for real, because he really, really about that shit. And it wasn't that you did anything or said anything. It was just when you got on that stage, the way you did your thing on that stage. Let everybody,
be
the
felt.
presence,
Yeah,
yes,
the presence was gonna be
the
felt.
presence was felt. So, man, I just want to salute you for coming through. We were supposed to do this last February, and I really appreciate you taking some time out your busy schedule. I know you got a lot of things going on behind the scenes trying to get this business taken care of and what you got in the works and everything like that. So, again, I really appreciate you.
Good.
So let's get into it, man. Kenny Knox.
Yes, sir.
Is this
I am here.
Is this the name, or is this a name that was created?
That is my government.
What made you go with the government?
I mean, shit. I'm not a nickname ass nigga. Like,
Not a made up character.
I'm not a made up character. I'm not a nickname ass nigga. I'm not a flashy type of nigga. I'm not a fashion bug. I'm Kenny Knox.
I feel that.
Stick to my fucking name, bro. Stick to my name.
Feel that. All right. So when did you discover a passion for music? Like the earliest memory. When do you remember? Like, this is something I want to do. I want to pick up the pen. I want to write. I want to be an MC.
My first published poem, I was in the kindergarten. It was in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
Whoa.
And I wrote a fucking a poem about a weeping cherry tree. And they just thought that was the cure to cancer back then. They published it, put it all around the school and shit. So I was kind of born with a natural knack of rhyming. But it was these books when I was young called Where the Sidewalk Ends.
I remember those. I remember those
Shel
books.
Silverstein. I tell everybody, them books taught me how to rap. I used to get lost in them books, them rhymes. I still remember them rhymes and shit from them books. And me reading it and how he formatted it, it was pretty much
a rap.
It was raps and bars. So I kind of pretty much copied them, made my own shit, and before I know it, I was making music.
Word.
Yeah.
And what grade was you in when they published that?
I was in the kindergarten.
In kindergarten. Yeah. You were just getting in school.
Just getting in school. I was in the kindergarten.
And damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
started reading early and shit.
Okay.
So yeah.
How old was you when you started reading?
About 3.
Okay.
My son, he 3. He read like you and me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he read like you and me. Yeah, definitely.
That's what's up. So you was a poet from the jump. You wasn't having the intention of being a rapper. You was like, was it poetry?
Not till I seen LL Cool J, I'm bad.
Man,
yeah, I'm bad.
I'm bad.
Yeah, I thought that was the hardest shit in the world. And then I had an uncle. I lived with an uncle. He used to. I don't know if y'all remember. You get these flyers in the mail where you get 12 tapes for
Columbia
12
House.
Man, yeah. When I say this nigga had about 1,000 tapes, I'll wait till he go to work and I just sit there listening to all that shit, listen to all the NWA, listen to everything.
So you just listen to the
hip hop? Yeah, I fell in love with rap music. Definitely fell in love with this shit.
What age was you then?
I had to be about 9 or 10, something like that. 9, 10, 11. It was young. I was young.
Okay.
I've always, before rap, it was the other kind of music. I listen to any kind of music. I write any kind of music.
Nah, for real, because you sent me that disco type joint one week.
That's my happy place.
And I was like, shocked.
You was shocked.
But I was fucking with it because that shit still is like, it's different coming from you, but it's still Kenny Knox. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's hard for a lot of people to do. It was different, but it was still you.
That's the music I grew up on.
Yeah.
Listening to that old Dream Girls album, my mama cleaning up, Gloria Gaynor, all that shit. It's my happy music.
So moms, she used to keep a lot of the music playing.
She used to keep a lot of music playing. She used to always sing. And I would just sit there and soak it up.
Word.
Sit there and soak it up, definitely.
So was your mom a singer, like, out here really singing, like trying to pursue it, or she just sung like?
My mom was a recluse. She wasn't going nowhere. She was just singing in the house.
Okay.
She didn't do the clubs and all that type of shit.
Feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So tell me about some of the earlier inspirations. You said LL. You said listening to those Dream Girls.
LL. When I got that NWA tape, I was gone.
Man.
It was the Easy E tape. What the fuck was it? whatever the first Easy E joint I heard, that We Want Easy and all, I was stuck on all of that. And then, I mean, you're young, so you listen to shit, you really don't understand what you're listening to. But then you jump off the porch and you realize what they was talking about. Start formatting my own stories. You know, let it go.
What do you remember like the earliest song or recording you did?
The earliest song or record, I'm one of the first people around her in Missouri to ever record on Pro Tools.
Really?
Pro Tools was out like, I'm talking about a week. And it was a studio out on Bryan Road. I don't even know. I don't remember. That's like 95 or some shit, 96 or something. But he was the first person. It was the first studio to have Pro Tools.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was one of the first people to record on Pro Tools a long time ago.
That was like shit. When did Pro Tools even drop? Like,
yeah, it was a long. It had to be
97,
like
98,
95, 96, some shit like
96,
that.
97, I think. Yeah.
I know he
91. Pro Tools dropping 91.
No way.
Nah.
Yeah, for real?
That's crazy.
You got to be some tech head to know that shit.
That's crazy.
It must have get popular in 95 or 96.
Right. Yeah.
When I first started recording, we was recording on DAT tapes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was DAT tapes.
That
I
was
haven't recorded on the reel before.
Yeah, those
doing this shit for a long time.
Yeah.
Long
Was those the earliest recordings though? Like on the DAT, did you ever record like on a little 4-track, a karaoke machine, just trying to record yourself? None of that.
No, I ain't never tried.
Always was like a studio type of.
I've never been to record myself type of dude. I never play instruments, none of that type of shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just write. I'm the pen dude. I write. I'm script man, all that. I'm right. I'm possessed with this shit.
He said I'm possessed with
this
it.
Shit falls out my fucking nose, bro.
Still going with it right now, like.
It is June. I have written at least 90 songs this year.
Good God, man.
What? I got 2 albums worth of material on the way. That's the thing, though. I'll write a bunch of shit and throw it away. But the crazy thing is, I'm just now getting to the point where I'm finding myself and really know what I want to write to and know what. I be all over the place with the music. I write a gospel song, a disco song, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the songs just sitting there until I find somebody to either give them to, sell them to, whatever. Okay. But yeah, I mean, shit. I wrote 2 songs last night.
Damn.
I'm just steady writing.
Just steady writing. How about the scripts? I know for a minute you mentioned that just a second ago, and I know for a minute that was something that you was really on, was like script writing.
I'm definitely really on there. I've come to the conclusion that the music is gonna be a catalyst for that. You know what I'm saying? For me to get the equipment that I want, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this music first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this music first. I got a lot of shit lying, a lot of trees shaking, got shit going on out in LA. I got shit going on with Butterfield. It's just a lot of opportunities that presented themselves in the last couple of months. And I'm gonna chase them.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna chase them.
Hell yeah, you definitely should. Cause like you've been a artist. I've seen a lot of artists over the years, and I've been back since 2010. And I've seen a lot of artists over these last 15 years come and go. You know what I mean? And you've been a name that was here before I got back, and you still are a name that's right. You know what I mean?
It's hard to keep yourself relevant. The relevancy is a motherfucker, boy. And then it's hard to get old. Like, I done almost gave this shit up, bro. Many a time. Life be lifing.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's how I started writing the disco shit. Everybody on this Kenny Knox hood legend shit or whatever, you get tired of that hood music. I get tired of writing the hood music shit. That's where I come from. That's why we wrote it. I come from the projects, left the projects, ended up on Maple. You know what I'm saying? All the music since then, I'm an original young nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we was doing that shit back then.
Way back.
Same shit they doing today. We was doing that shit damn near 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I get tired of writing the shoot 'em up bang bang shit. And that's how I started writing songs like Lonely Man and came up with the whole bando disco situation. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make some music that made me feel good. I'm not a dancer. I don't do none of this shit.
Right.
But still, I want to sit there and vibe. I'm tired of violence and shit. You get older, you get tired of that.
Hell yeah.
And then you making the music that the same little niggas out here is making, and they just so fucked up. If the music ain't about catching a head or killing a nigga in the studio next to you,
they don't want to hear that shit.
I'm good on that shit. Good on it, bro. And it's crazy because the album that I'm finna drop next month is called My Last Crash.
Mm.
And when I say I got on their level on this, I definitely got on their level.
Oh, the young niggas level.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them know where this shit come from, nigga. I'm why you think how you think, shit. Gotta let them know. I'm letting them know. I'm letting them know. I'm telling them, letting them know. So the plan is to drop an album next month, and then come right back like Halloween and drop another one. So I'm gonna do My Last Crash next month. Then maybe Halloween, October, somewhere around there. I'm gonna do Music After Murder or something. And both of them albums are written.
They're already ready. They written.
They written. The My Last Crash is actually recorded. Damn near besides 2 cuts that I want to do. The Music After Murder of Summer, I got way more than I need. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just ready to push, man.
So we gonna expect any of that, like the bando disco, you call it?
I have just kind of made my mind up to mix that up with that.
Okay.
Because like I said, at first I was just, fuck the street music for a minute. Let me make some of this money music. You know what I'm saying?
I know you denounced it for a minute. You was like, man, I'm tired of doing this shit.
I'm tired of doing this shit. Like, but it is what it is in me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't experience a lot of shit. Them stories is in me. I didn't experience a lot of music. I can pull from a lot of different places that young niggas can't. You know what I'm saying? I've been around a long time. I done seen death. I done seen bullets. I done seen all that shit. I done seen abandonment. I done seen all of that. I got a lot of stories to tell. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of experience with that shit. And the music in me, man.
So do you feel like with all the stories that you got in the past, do you feel like you was able to really tell the stories without, you know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you've been able to tell the stories?
Yeah. I mean, I done told a lot of stories. I done told on myself in a couple of songs. You'll never know it. But yeah, you get that shit. That's a way you get it off your chest. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know what I done did and what I done came from and all that shit. Put in the song. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you mentioned coming out the projects. What projects you come out of?
Blue Mar.
Blue Mar projects.
Stayed there 18 years of my life.
Your whole, like, growing up life?
All my growing up. It was back and forth from the Blue Mar projects to Newstead and Margaret. I really grew up on Newstead and Margaret. You know what I'm saying? But I had another grandma. That was one grandma.
Okay.
And then I lived with my grandma in the Blue Mar. But that's where I ended up staying. Ended up learning a lot about life in the fucking projects. You know what I'm saying? A lot about fake love and shit.
Yeah, projects.
That shit that's a different world.
It is. And we had several back in the days.
Yeah, a different world.
Yeah, for sure. So, you told us about some of your earlier inspirations. Do you, like, you told us about the earliest recording. You say you was one of the first to really, well, your earliest recording wasn't on Pro Tools. It was on like an 8.
It was like DAT tapes, yeah.
Real.
I couldn't tell you what the first song I ever did, man. And that's crazy. I don't know what the first song I ever did was. Okay. To be honest, shit.
Been so many. I mean, shit, you said you wrote like 90 songs since.
Man, I know for a fact I've recorded over 300 songs.
Career.
Yeah, definitely. I recorded over 300 songs.
Yeah.
I didn't throw away 100 of them. We didn't fucking hid another 100 in the computer somewhere at Basement B something. I done recorded hella songs. Every studio in this city, damn near I done been in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I did a whole album in fucking Fat Buddha. Who mixed that damn album? I'm still mad about that today. The 3 Pac album. I don't know if you ever heard.
Man, I remember the 3 Pac. Wait a minute. What happened with that? I remember the promo and that was supposed to be a thing. What happened?
It was a thing. It was an independent thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We were just selling them. I think we got about maybe 5,000 copies of that shit.
Yeah, I remember 3 Pac.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all recorded that at Fat Booty. It came out sounding like a rock and roll album. Spent $8,000 on this shit.
And it sounded like
it wasn't right. It wasn't
what you needed.
Wasn't
Damn. It couldn't have been Ross working on that. R.I.P. to Ross.
It was Ross and Nate.
Oh man,
Both of them worked on this shit.
that was the issue with Fat Buddha for a long while, was them not understanding how to mix hip hop.
Yeah, it's a cultural thing, boy. You can't mix a hot ass rap record with deep bass and shit like a rock and roll song. It don't work.
Mm-hmm.
It don't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been through all that.
So tell us about some of the producers you've worked with. You kind of mentioned Basement Beats.
Me and Basement Beats did a lot. There was a lot of songs out here that people wouldn't know was my song first type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Get Rich or Die Trying. What was the damn big song from Get Rich or Die Trying? The first song he came out with, Hustler's Ambition. I think it was
Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent.
the movie, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh, from the movie?
Yeah, the first song came out there was Hustler's Ambition.
Okay.
That was my song. And they sold it to him. Different words and shit, but that was my track and my single. That was actually my single.
Word?
Yeah. And that shit got sold to him. Shake Your Tail Feather. I had the track first. Wrote to it and everything. They sold the shit. But I mean, it's all love. Basement Beats was young back then, trying to get on and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just an artist trying to figure myself out. So if somebody gonna come to you, got 30,000 for a track, you gonna sell it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
But you had the opportunity to touch them beats and hear them beats and write to them beats.
Man, me and
first.
Coco did a fucking when American Gangster the movie came out,
Mm-hmm.
and Jay-Z did the whole album.
Yeah.
Me and Coco went in and did a whole album with him. That shit's still floating around on the internet somewhere. I got a 14-song project with all Jay-Z features on it. Yeah.
But it just ain't never surfaced?
And like I say, back then, motherfuckers was playing record label and really didn't know
What to do.
I'm signed to a bunch of fire ass producers, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the next step, we know what to do. They didn't really know what to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I done had Suge Knight trying to sign me a shit. And I had DMX in my living room. I had somebody tell me Drake tried to sample when I was signed to Basement Beats and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you just never
I
knew?
never found out about it until a couple of years later. Shout out B Money. It's a producer partner of mine. His name B Money. He got shit on like Jay-Z, I think the Black Album or something. He got shit on Eminem. He was out there working with Dre in Hawaii, and they breaking his shit, and he played some of my shit. And he told me, Dre said, call him, try to find him, and get him out to Hawaii. I ain't find that shit out till like 2 years later.
Till it was.
But I mean, shit's come back full circle because now I'm fucking with them again. Shout out to Mr. Chop. He did got 22 million records up under him. I guess his most famous record is Ice Ice Baby.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby.
Okay.
So my cousin Hilltop, he just started sending him music. And just one night, this nigga called me like 3 o'clock in the morning. And he was just like baffled of, nigga, why you ain't made it? You know what I'm saying? What you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like waiting on your call, motherfucking shit. So now anyway, I'm dealing with him. I got some beats under him. We trying to get this aftermath shit going. So that's the avenue that I'm dealing with. Every producer, bro. I got some songs with just about everybody.
From the city.
From the city, yeah, pretty much.
And you got some national, like I didn't even know you was really working with Basement Beats back in the day.
I was signed with Basement Beats. Matter of fact, I think I was signing them when you got here. Or I just left them.
Okay.
Over some dispute shit. But yeah, we went through some contract shit and things was misunderstood. So we kind of separated for a minute.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, them still my brothers. I fuck with them. I love them. But yeah, I fuck with Basement Beats. I fuck with Tall Boy. But I actually recorded at Tall Boy Studio. I still ain't never got no Tall Boy track.
Tall Boy, you need a track.
I need a track, Tall Boy. I
Man.
just sent you my song so you can bump. I need a track, Tall
And he
Boy.
bumping that motherfucker. Look,
I appreciate
that.
that shit,
Look,
for real.
I was live.
Yeah.
He had just put out a track. I was talking about his track while I was live. He called me. Man, you heard that Kenny Knox? I got him on speakerphone while we was live. I said,
Right.
you heard that Knox? I said, yeah, I'm about to play it. Man, listen, I said, I just got through playing your shit. Yeah, but nah. Did you hear that Knox? I'm talking about his shit. He like, nah, did you hear that Knox? So he fucking with it.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
and I need that type of support from them type of people. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Definitely.
I listen, you know what? I can't say that I'm responsible for this shit, but I was thinking about this earlier today. It was so much hate and negativity in the city, like, oh, you know, we crab in the barrel mentality and all this, you know. But we know this, right?
Right.
Why we gotta keep on talking about it? And I swear, over the last year, I say year and a quarter, I ain't been seeing it like I was before. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I be trying to spread so much positivity. I just ain't seeing it on my timeline. But I ain't really been seeing people say that shit for real. And I want y'all to keep not saying that shit and just keep on putting in the work and you know what I'm saying, doing the right things with business, because he's telling us the story. If you knew the business back then.
Oh yeah, I would have been out there. Definitely been out there. Definitely. I'm just really, and the crazy thing is, right when 3 Pac album came out, that's when I started really learning the business. But it was a weird time because it had, I think I'm known in the city for big ass posters everywhere. People seeing me every fucking where. And then the game switched up
to the social
media and some online shit. So that throws you off. Then you start living life, and then you got to learn that you got to relearn. You got to unlearn what you learned, and then you got to
relearn some new shit. That's facts.
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing for the last 5 years, relearning. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no CDs, ain't no hanging up no posters, ain't no street teams and shit. You gotta learn how to use this computer, bro. And that's what I've been learning how to do. Definitely.
Either learn how to use it or pay somebody.
Pay somebody to know how to do it. Yeah.
Nah, definitely that. Man, all right, so you gotta you always, over the years, you've always, to me, kept a lot of things on the table. You know what I'm saying? And they just, business happens and whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? But what keeps you motivated to keep going despite the ups and downs that come along with it? That's one of the things that I've been dealing with even the streaming and all the social media stuff, like you said. How do you keep yourself motivated to keep going?
I'm a Capricorn first.
Man, me? Really?
Yeah.
Man, my birthday on Christmas.
My Christmas Eve.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't even. What?
I don't know how to stop.
Man,
I don't know how to stop. Even when it's heavy on my heart, quit this shit, man. Just go to work. I don't know how to stop. I ain't no stopping it. For real, I hate. It be a lot of motherfuckers be in your face acting like they rooting for you and shit. Then behind your back they talking all shit. That shit keeps me going.
yeah.
Because a lot of people think your time then came and gone. Nah, motherfucker, that time then came and gone. You don't know what the fuck I'm doing now.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real.
For real, man.
That's what's up.
And I love making music. I love writing. I love outwriting the next motherfucker. I'm low key, I'm humble, but I'm low key competitive as a motherfucker.
And that competitive nature, regardless, I be talking about competitiveness in the hip hop and the music industry a lot. And people be like, oh, I don't want to compete and this, that, and other. And I'm like, well, hang it up. Because there has to be a competitive nature to, especially when it comes to hip hop.
Hip hop is a fucking sport. Everybody trying to be the best. And I'm one of the niggas that people call the best. He a living legend and shit. And I look at that a little weird, you know what I'm saying? People look at me, they say I'm a legend or whatever. I feel like I ain't really did no legendary shit. I feel like I just did shit that other niggas around me didn't did. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't live through a lot. I think my legendary status comes from me being on the radio and people looking at me like as some artist that was supposed to blow all this big artist in the street or whatever. And you can just slide through my neighborhood and see me there. I ain't hiding. When Ghetto was on the radio, so many people will pull up on Page and Maple just to look at me. You know what I'm saying? That was a crazy time of my life.
That's weird.
That was a crazy time of my life. But I mean, it is what it is. Shit.
You know, but it's like, it's really, that's crazy because, you know, with your life being your life, And then you got motherfuckers just pulling up looking at you.
You trying
It's
to
like,
hustle and
where the
shit,
strap?
all the fucking time.
Where the strap?
All the
Like,
fucking
who the
time.
fuck is this?
I
You
got
know?
used to it though. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
still don't feel like I've done anything that's legendary. I feel like I'm on my way.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on
I
that.
definitely feel like I'm one of the ones that ain't gonna quit and gonna get where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I know our rappers quit. You get tired of this shit, man. You get tired of chasing something. But then a lot of rappers, they want to do it for the fame, the notoriety. They want the chains and the cars and all that shit. I definitely would like to live a better life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do this shit for the music. I do it for the culture. You know what I'm saying? I do it because it's in me.
Right.
And I can't see me stopping no time soon. So as long as I ain't stopping and I'm keep going, ain't no telling what the fuck gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what's gonna happen.
All this stuff you've been sending me and I've been hearing as of recently,
It's the rebirth, baby.
that shit been fire. And then like, you know, with the bando disco, that's what you call it. That was so different. And then we got the new one we gonna talk about a little bit later. But all that shit been fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's like on the business scene aspect? What are the next moves? You know, you've been talking about, you said you was up all night, you've been up the last few days working on the business and things like that. What kind of things are you working on, or what are your plans as far as business wise? What have you learned from the mistakes that you can change now? I guess that's a better question.
The biggest thing that I learned is, even though most artists, you do need a team. You can't do every fucking thing by yourself, but you can take control of your situation. You can take control of what music you writing to, who gonna hear it, who you dealing with. I went through a lot of shit. I went through a lot of years just fucking with people. You know what I'm saying? Hoping they did the business the right way, so all I can worry about is doing the music and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a mistake a lot of artists make. And I will never make that mistake again. If I'm gonna have my hand in it, I'm gonna own some of it. You know what I'm saying? So right now, like I said, me and Ty Butterfield got some shit going on. We right now, let's say we are auditioning different partners and investors.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like the way you said that. We auditioning
Yeah, I mean,
different partners and investors. We not just taking the money.
Nah, everybody.
We want to make
ain't-
sure that everybody we
ain't
dealing
for
with
you,
is
bro, right?
yeah.
Everybody, all money ain't good money.
That's facts.
All money ain't good money. And it turned out a lot of money. Times where I need the money badly. You know what I'm saying? But you know when money ain't right. We had a chance to fuck with Puff way back in the day. I knew that nigga wasn't right. I knew something wasn't right about that nigga, man. I'm not signing. I told them back in 2008, there's no fucking way I'm signing to him. Something wrong with him, and I could tell. Nothing good's happened to anybody that fuck with that dude.
Oh, it's been crazy.
Nothing. No artist he's ever fucking signed. Nothing good happened from that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't fuck with him.
Besides the fact of the matter that they got famous, like they really.
Yeah, now you're famously fucked over. Now you famous for being fucked over. You're famous for being killed. You're famous for having a record deal with him. Now you work at Walmart. Your legacy get fucked up fucking with certain people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't let everybody put their hand in. And that's another thing I learned. Right now, I'm in the state of mind. I want to do as much as I can. Whatever the plan is for me going forward, or whatever the plan is for rebranding Kenny Knox or launching new music, I'm gonna have a hand in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a hand in it.
So you just feel like in the past you tried to put people in place and they just didn't do what they needed to do.
I trusted a lot of people that I shouldn't trust, and everybody don't have malicious intent or want to fuck you over. It's just that people don't know what the fuck they doing. That's all it is. They don't know what they doing. So you got to learn how to do it, and you'll come off way better.
Yeah, facts. And that's the hard part about this is, as an artist, you at least need to be educated on what the people who are handling your business or can handle your business are talking about, because people don't know what the fuck they doing. There's so many people I've met that's like, yeah, I'm a manager and I'm managing this person, and I'm like,
man,
they
these
don't
fucking
even.
Hardys, nigga. That don't count.
Yeah.
It's a different game.
Yeah.
Another mistake I made that definitely I don't want younger artists to make. Do not be scared to leave this motherfucker.
The city?
Do not be afraid to leave St. Louis.
Okay.
You gotta go somewhere where you can get on the fucking bus and go to Universal Records, or you can't get on the bus to St. Louis and go no fucking where that's gonna help you.
Yeah.
We don't even really do shows around here no more and shit. You know what I'm saying? Do not be afraid to go to a place, start over, to where your music will matter to people.
I think that's like one of the biggest gems that's been being dropped over here live in the living room over the last few episodes for sure. That's one of the things me and Adam Murphy talked about. Me and Tarboy talked about.
I should have left this motherfucker 20 years ago. And I'm telling where I would have been. Your Ghetto was being played all in Atlanta and shit. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I had a really I ain't gonna name no names and shit because it's kind of complicated. But like the day I signed with Basement Beats, I had a super famous another artist from her tell me don't do it. And he wasn't telling me don't do it because they trying to fuck you. He was warning me don't do it because I'm in a lane of my own with this ghetto shit. And I need to get out of here and go find out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But Coco and them, they were like family to me. They still like family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't never had no intentions of fucking me over or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And we had already did too much. I stayed in that nigga basement 4 or 5 days making music. We did the Jay-Z joint that I'm talking about. We did all 15 of them songs, man. We stayed up like 3 nights, got all of them 15 verses done and recorded. Yeah, we was working.
Yeah, that was
super fucking working, man. We was working, boy.
So, what producers, you told us about producers that you have worked with. What producers would you like to work with if given the opportunity?
Given the opportunity, what producers that I like to fucking work with? You know what? That's such a hard question for me. With producers always think they got the sound for you.
Yeah.
Or they got the best sound for your voice and your writing type and all that shit. And like I say, I've been with Basement Beats. I know y'all don't know who the fuck Kill 'Em Dead is, but it used to be this dude, his name Kill 'Em Dead. His little group was 725. Nobody in the city made beats like this nigga made. And he ended up dying in a fire on fucking Grape in Riverview.
Damn.
But he like the first super producer I ever met. When I say, man, this dude beats for back then, his beats was fucking incredible. Like, it's super fucking incredible. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to stick with one producer. I like going on fucking YouTube and finding the beat that I feel like and then go ahead and pay for them fucking stems or something and record it. You know what I'm saying?
So pretty much I source
my own beat. I could never stick to one producer.
Okay.
They get mad at me. My mind be all over the fucking place. Here I am going through 40 of your fucking tracks to find one. You don't like that. You know?
Nah, yeah, I feel that.
And I don't feel like that pressure. I don't like writing the shit that I don't feel like writing to. And I done did a lot of that. I done did a lot of fucking features that I ain't gonna do that feature.
You just did it because
I did it because I did it for the love most of the time. I did $50 features. You know what I'm saying? I did all kind of little bullshit, but it's mostly because the love is because motherfuckers come to me and they want a Kenny Knox feature. That means something to me. So 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get it done for them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can't no producer tell me he got my sound or he want to build a sound for me. You don't know what the fuck going on in my head.
So you don't. Yeah. So you feel. I feel like the Kenny Knox sound is your voice in the way you attack.
It definitely is.
You know what I mean?
And it's a type of track that I'm looking for. Like I hate slow ass beats. A lot of producers, for some reason, instantly send me these slow, sad ass. I don't know how to rap that slow, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm an upper type of motherfucker. No, I don't do no drugs and no shit like that. I'm just saying.
You want to be.
If I did do drugs, I'd be eating Adderall and X pills all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I'm an upper type of dude.
Right.
I don't that lean ass music and all that mumble rap and shit. I don't feel it, man.
He said, "I don't feel it."
I don't feel it.
I feel like if you sending people beats, you should at least know what type of music
they
like.
own. Yeah, and I'm definitely an up tempo You
And
know
I
what I mean?
can't.
I like the spaz out on beats.
There's only one song that I could recall that was kind of like a slower song from Kenny Knox, and that was like you kind of made like I can't remember what it was called, but you had a singer on there. You had a female singer on it. This was a while back. I think you had a video for this song too. I can't recall what it was about. But it was kind of like
the fuck was the song?
I can't remember what it was. I feel like the song was around the time of like Mike Brown and stuff
It
like
was,
that.
it was a song with Allie Mays.
Yeah.
What the fuck was this song called? I don't know, but I remember the song. It was definitely a sadder song, but even that beat was a little more upbeat. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like I'm just saying that was like the lowest tempo.
That's
You know what I'm
the
saying?
slowest tempo that I'm a fuck with.
That's the slowest I've seen. Everything I've seen from King Knox, like first time I seen King Knox perform, he was charged up. I was talking about it earlier. He was charged up. His presence was felt. You know what I'm saying? And you just knew he meant business when he was on the stage and ripping the mic. For real.
And that's the game, shit. I don't be playing.
He said, "I don't be playing." All right, we kind of touched on the subject of the classics like Get Ghetto, and then you got popping that metal and stuff like that.
Got a lot of albums up under me. I think I released 7 full projects locally.
Okay.
Should I say? A couple of them went regionally. Popping that metal went beyond Missouri, beyond the fucking fences and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now Get Ghetto went beyond the fences or whatever. Fuck me up. I used to do songs for video games, Midway and shit.
Would you used to make them?
Yeah, they would they'd pay me. I do a song. I'm on like the Knox LA fucking NBA Jam. What the fuck is some basketball game?
NBA Jam was the Midway basketball game.
Maybe it was. I just know I did a lot of shit with Midway. And it fucked me up that somebody was sitting at a bar in Japan. A cousin of mine was in the military in Japan.
Playing the game.
And the motherfucker, they wasn't playing the game. Somebody started talking about it. And a nigga next to him, which he don't know, that was from San Francisco, some motherfucking word. So I've been telling him how, that game, my shit, I be listening to that Kenny Knox on that motherfucker getting down and shit. And it's like, damn, in Japan, that's crazy.
The game is worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's reaching.
Bro. Why you don't get back in that lane? Your music can be on Madden. Your music can be on NBA 2K. Like I play these games, bro.
I know. I know. And my thing is just being transparent. It's the business of getting with those people and getting those placements.
Bruh.
Back when I was doing this shit with Midway and somebody, they was fucking with Wishmaster. You ever heard of Wishmaster?
I have.
He's a producer that I used to deal with a lot.
Okay.
He kind of came up with Basement Beats too. He used to give me them placements.
So that's how that is.
You know what I'm saying? After I got them checks, I mean, you just keep pushing. I never really looked into it. Like, man, I need to call the mad people. I got some shit for it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you need to look into that now.
Okay.
You got that on your resume.
Definitely.
You got that on your resume. Like, I'm surprised by that. Like, you're going to see it on the clip. Like,
right.
You got that on your resume, bro.
Definitely got that.
And those are games that Knox LA, that was big in the arcades. That was like the game where you had the machine gun.
Yeah, I was fucking with that. I think I had 2 songs on that soundtrack. Well, I had 2 songs on one of them soundtracks.
Man. Nah, that's legendary shit, bro. As a gamer, I feel like I should have known that.
Right.
But I didn't know that. And I'm happy that you told me that.
That's cool.
Nah, I'm fucking not. This is why we do this shit, you know what I'm saying? So I can learn things.
You never know what people done been, man. I done did a lot, bro. And I think that's why a lot of people that used to be in my corner, they ain't really there no more. It's like, nigga, you taking too long. I'm a firm believer in God. I'm a firm believer in that shit ain't gonna happen. Shit really ain't gonna happen if you don't do nothing to make it happen.
That's facts.
But
that's facts.
You can fucking do this all day. I've always had a feeling like God is trying to use my mouth for something. And until I fumble around and find the exact shit that he want me to say, he ain't gonna give me the stage. And I don't want to sound crazy and shit, but for real, it's like You cannot do the shit that I've done and not didn't made it. I be wondering my damn self, why the fuck I ain't kick over into mainstream yet? You know what I'm saying? But just like her, and you just said you don't want to talk about that though.
What? We can talk about what
the crab in the barrel thing.
We can talk about anything.
I think St. Louis is one of the most gatekeeping ass cities in the fucking world.
Okay.
I think it'd be a lot of niggas that get in the position to where the city look at them like super promoters and shit and super record labels because they showing up, they look like they spending a lot of money and shit. A lot of people, and I'm gonna say this, looking in this fucking camera, a lot of people are scared to fuck with me. My presence bothers people and I don't know why. I'm talking about the people that's, yeah, come do this 314 day show or whatever. I don't know what it is about my presence that fucks with people. Had a conversation with somebody, we just kicking around ideas of why. And like I said, I am an original young nigga that was out here doing hood shit.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of places I showed up back then, my hood was with me. And a lot of hood shit went on. And I feel like I got blamed for a lot of shit. People blame me for Dante's getting closed down. Because some shit happened in there. You know what I'm saying? Mocha Latte, this funny ass story. Mocha Latte, I did something, I used to stay in the world. I used to take pictures and shit in the world.
Man, the world.
I did a show with Mocha Latte. So she seen me in the world. I'm standing up with my fucking, I got a skull cap kind of tucked in my waist. She thought it was a gun. She called me at me, is that a gun on that picture? My dumb ass, so stupid, thinking she flirting or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What you mean is that a gun? Yeah, that's a gun, motherfucker. Yeah, that's a gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking she talking about something else.
Right.
She ain't talking. She really thinking it's a fucking gun. That I got a gun in the club and then stood up there and took a picture with it. People, the music that I did back in the day, people thought that was my lifestyle. Wasn't my lifestyle lightweight? You know what I'm saying? That's where I came from. That's where I come from, Maple. I come from the fucking Blue Mire. I see crack dealing all day. I done sold a fucking crack. You know what I'm saying? I've been shot 10 fucking times. You know what I'm saying? That shit happens. But I think a lot of people are afraid of me because back when people wasn't making that type of music, I was making that type of music. And I got famous for making that type of music. You know what I'm saying? So people instantly thought that was me. That's all I was. I'm a problem. I'm trouble. I'm going to bring around a bunch of niggas that's going to fight for security and close shit down and all of that. And as I was talking to somebody about that, it kind of dawned on me, maybe that shit still follows you around to this day. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons I want to stop doing the fucking street music. I just want to do some good music. Don't be afraid of me. Don't think I'm a backdoor you. Don't think I'm trying to kill you. None of that shit. That ain't even me. I'm a fucking father and a husband. You know what I'm saying?
But see, shit like that be killing me because, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, Knox. I done been around you a couple times. Mm-hmm. Like I told you, this is the first time I've ever sat here with you like that.
Right. Conversation.
Like this.
Right, yeah.
Besides meeting out in public and just talking briefly. I ain't never got the feeling that you would be a motherfucker who would backdoor me. Even listening to the music, even the videos. I told you, I remember the big gun.
Mm-hmm. But people use that as an excuse too. When they feel like they can't out-rap you, or you'll come around and you might outshine them.
Yeah, okay.
They use all of that, man.
I do feel that.
It's gatekeeping shit. Yeah. They use you, and they won't let you into. I ain't met a fucking circle in this city that I fit in. I just don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? I don't fit in. I'm not gonna be faking and lying. I'm not gonna be shining and bullshitting. I'm not gonna be grinning in no nigga face because he got all the dope and all that shit. I just really don't fit in. I just want to be myself, write good music, and let people hear what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm saying it humbly. My presence bothers people, and I'm trying to as I done got older, I try to carry myself different. Back then, I did used to carry myself fucked up. I grew up fucked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up, I ain't had no childhood. I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that nigga. I'm not him. I'm a very humble person. I'm a very helpful person. I don't want to see nobody hurt. I hate a bully motherfucker. Yeah, I will shoot a bully in his fucking face. But I don't want to see nobody hurt. I help people when I can, if I can. And I'm never going to tell nobody the wrong shit. I'm never just going to tell you something. So many niggas that just tell you some bullshit for you to get out their fucking face. When people come to you for help or advice or something, you really need to let people know what the fuck is going on with them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm known for that. You know what I'm saying? So I try. I try to be a good guy. I try not to have a mask on.
Right.
I try. But the past follows you around. And it's been following me. It is what the fuck it is, though.
So earlier you talked about leaving. I mean,
definitely should have left.
Why don't you now? Why? What keeps you here?
Game change.
Game.
That's what has always kept me here. This year, this will be me and my wife's 19th year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So kicking back 20 years ago, doing music super hard. I didn't know how to have it in my heart to leave them here. I mean, we went through hard times. I had all my kids in hotels and shit, all it.
Right.
I didn't have my own family members tell me, dude, just leave that shit. Go make it and then come back. I can't leave my people who are broke and fucking hungry. I'm in LA somewhere sleeping on somebody's floor for 6 fucking months. I ain't got it in me.
I feel that.
I ain't got it in me. I just never had the fucking.
I feel that.
And now most of my kids, they grown. I got one little 3-year-old savage that's at the house with me all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. But now I'm in a position to where I can leave. I'm finna fly out in LA and fuck with Aftermath when they ready for me. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't make it till it's time, bro.
Yeah, sometimes it's just
you
gotta do it when it's your time.
Do it when it's your time.
And I definitely 100% feel you on that. Like, you know, sometimes I look at myself like, I should have did this, and then I'm like, well, I couldn't leave my kids in that situation. Definitely. I feel that 100%. Like, you know, we watch these documentaries about these people that have made it. T-Pain, R. Kelly, they was homeless or whatever. David Banner, they had a situation where they was homeless and things like that, and it's just like, I don't want to be homeless.
I don't want to be homeless.
You know,
it's hard to bounce back from that type of shit.
Hell yeah. Luckily for those guys, they made it to where they are.
Definitely. And everybody can't do that, though.
Despite R. Kelly's situation. And
he peed on children.
Yeah. I don't care either. What's crazy about R. Kelly is I knew back when I was in high school. I was like 15. I was telling people, man, there's something fucking wrong with that R. Kelly motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
and I was like, why are y'all listening to this shit? Y'all young, talking about honey, like, y'all shouldn't even be listening to this shit. Even though we all fucking at that time, be honest. But it was just like, I seen it. You know what I mean? And then it came out.
You can definitely tell. Like, I used to look at the Cosby Show and I always thought something was wrong with Bill Cosby.
Damn, you can see it?
I always got pedophile vibes from him.
Damn, really?
Yes, always. I always got pedophile vibes from him. I used to hate fucking with Mr. Rogers.
That's that Capricorn in
us. Yeah, you know this shit,
that's
bro.
That Capricorn.
You fucking know.
But I feel like Mr. Rogers, he always gave that off. But I feel like out of all of those, he was probably the biggest one that you would be like, yeah, I could see him in court. But he was actually one of the.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was just some words from here. I don't think so.
He was a good guy.
Right. Maybe I'm just tired
of it was just yeah.
But I just got a vibe.
No, he didn't give off the vibe, though.
Like, you weird as a motherfucker. Why am I fucking 6 years old, living on Margarita and Newstead around all these niggas, and I'm sitting here watching?
Nah, yeah, it don't resonate.
Weird.
It don't resonate.
It don't. And I've been that way since I was young, man. I've been noticing shit since I was little.
Yeah, I was telling somebody I've noticed, like, people catching the Holy Ghost in church at a very young age, and I didn't feel like it was real.
Yeah, it was real.
And it was like, no, that's real, and this, that, and other. I was like, man, not every Sunday that same lady. And then I don't.
don't know. You don't know how God touch. You don't know how the Spirit touch her heart. You don't know. I always wondered about that shit too. The shout and flipping up and down. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. But that's their relationship with God.
Yeah,
Who is us to say any fucking thing about it?
I gotta give it. That's what we gonna say about it. Yeah, for sure.
You got your own relationship with God.
Is that the next
Worry
to
about
blow
that.
Knox? We got James Big Boy Break in the chat.
So
We also got Icarus C Stars. Cash Flow was in here. Sugar Grits in here. Say hey y'all. Shout out to everybody that been tuning in.
Appreciate you.
We got Kenny Knox live in the living room with us. All right, so tell me what you think. And we just kind of was on the St. Louis music scene subject, but tell me what you think is lacking in the St. Louis music scene.
You know what the fuck I'm gonna say. We don't fuck with each other. Everywhere I've been, they fucked with each other. I went to LA, all artists fuck with each other. I went to Atlanta. Atlanta built their music scene by fucking with each other.
They did. They definitely did. Feel like
we don't hear it's, but it's natural. We the wild, wild fucking West has been that way for 200 years. You know what I mean? And that's the mentality that's been handed down. That solo ass, cowboy ass mentality. You know what I'm saying? People hear you get on, you don't have time for the next motherfucker, and that's all it is. We don't fuck with each other. We don't at all, and we got so many good artists, talented ass artists, rich ass, super known ass artists.
Yeah.
And it's them gates, boy. It's them circles. This is a cliquish ass city, cliquish ass circle ass city. And if you don't fit in them circles, it is what it is.
I got the answer to that.
What you feel?
I know what niggas need to do.
Say what?
Let me tell you what niggas need to do.
What niggas need to do, cuz?
First, I go off Houston artists. What they do to be successful. Underground.
Yeah.
Like Phil Thug, my favorite artist. Niggas need to start collaborating with each other.
Yeah.
And the second thing I would do, you know how they say, nearly have to leave St. Louis and get on to Philly or wherever it was.
Right.
What I would do, I told him that, said that 15, 20 years ago. You got Memphis, Chicago, and Indianapolis. Usually, say, Yo Gotti is in Atlanta or Memphis, or they go to America in Memphis. You got 4, 5 performer acts. We'll open up for them. Memphis nigga. Oh shit! In Memphis, we got the St. Louis nigga opening up. That's gonna
Bring the
kill that.
right.
And now you got more fan base, just like I told him. Also 20 years ago. So I know he was getting out hard. If any rapper that know they're hard as the motherfucker, get with the hardest nigga on the south side. Therefore, the niggas that don't know you on the south side, say Fat Easy.
Right.
Now you got more. Damn, man, we do that on song with you. All this my nigga getting out. Now you got more fan base. East side, Rock Reese.
Saying pick up their fan base. Do a song with it, right?
That's how I think.
Collaboration.
Collaboration. That's all you gotta do, man.
And that is true. Like in a lot of different cities, that's what you see. You see the different artists from the city working together. And
You see,
like here, I see features, but a lot of the times the feature is, like you said, sort of like a clique. Like they are part of the, the little clique, the circle that this guy's in. So they do a collaboration
For themselves, boy, for real.
Yeah.
that's what we gotta get out for. Like,
It
it's
really
selfish.
is.
It's just like hustling. I done lived in Florida. I done lived in the military. Them niggas put their money together and get a pack. And everybody eat. These niggas, we don't do that shit here.
Nah.
Back in the other days, everybody wanna argue the next nigga. Nah, man. Come together and motherfucker
Today,
get it together.
I'll do the next
You
nigga.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like, even in my world of this streaming shit, I done had so many partners who I'm like, look, we can do this together. I already got all this shit to do it.
You got it, bro.
And they be like, well, I want to get my own shit and do it. I'm like, bro, I got this shit. You got all the classic game systems. You could bring them bitches over. We could hook them up, sit here and talk about the classic shit that niggas ain't synced forever, maybe never synced it.
Right.
Cause I know about a Neo Geo. I never seen it.
In television. Yeah, you've seen it in television. My
So,
cousin had it in television.
so
I
you
ain't
know.
seen one of them motherfuckers since.
So I definitely agree. Like that is a thing. Like lead the collaboration. It's hard to get it done here in the city. That is a feature as a co-marketing push. Yeah, that's definitely a
You
co-marketing
fuck around and
push.
do a song with a little nigga, man, and get killed because you did this song with that nigga
That's wild.
and don't even fucking know why or ain't got shit to do with his beefs or his ops or none of that shit. It's just we have really fucked it up here. And it's gonna take a while to get it unfucked.
Damn.
It's fucked up around here. Older artists, not so much. But these young niggas, all they give a fuck about is hats. And 9 times out of 10, he beefing with the next thing. I got a 19-year-old son. And this nigga, he can drop any fucking thing. And in the morning, there's 90,000 views on that shit. We didn't have that.
Right.
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
We ain't had it. You know what I'm saying? And here I am supposed to be this street legend, blah, blah, what the fuck ever. I can't drop shit on none of them platforms and in the morning have 90,000 views. I'm going to start putting my motherfucking videos on his page. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about his shit is so organic. I watched him drop a snippet. And in 11 minutes, that motherfucker was at 1,600 views. In 11 minutes, you know what I'm saying? By the time the morning came, he was at 90,000 views.
That's crazy.
That's all organic shit, you know what I'm saying? And they grew up with this. They know how to use it. They know this thing, you know what I'm saying? But man, this city is fucked up, bro. It is fucked up around here. And there ain't nobody finna bring you in the motherfucking studio, talking about no collaboration, if they weak as a motherfucker on the inside and feel like you're gonna outshine.
They gonna feel like gonna outshine.
Yeah, and I've been through that shit so much. I don't even fuck. I don't care about collabing with a motherfucker, and that's fucked up because I will. I will collab with you, but man, I don't care about that shit. I got so much music in my motherfucking head. I didn't roll 5 albums worth of music. I ain't had a feature on that one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot because.
Yeah.
I be seeing albums that be featured up. I be like, man,
That's the game now.
Yeah.
It's like he's saying, you do it, get that man's fan base. You know what I'm saying? That's the fucking game right now. A lot of people can't hold down an album by themselves.
That's true.
A lot of them can't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them can't.
Yeah, not nowadays. And a lot of this shit is just fly by night.
This shit ain't even music no more, man. It's just killing ops, knocking off hats. Yelling, fuck your mama, and then put on a tat.
Yeah.
Bust your head because you wearing red.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'ma pray the night that you dead. That's the shit that ain't good music, man. That shit is demonic as a motherfucker. And I know now that I used to be demonic as a motherfucker. And I don't want to go back to that shit. My music used to be hella demonic. Not even knowing it. But that shit was demonic. I had a motherfucker steal my music. I don't know, you ever heard of Jelly Joe?
That sounds familiar.
It was a white kid, her name Jelly Joe.
That sounds
I used to
familiar.
record at his house. This motherfucker had a cousin. I recorded some shit at Jelly House. His cousin went in the fucking computer and stole the session.
Wow.
Made himself a fucking CD. Went out and fucking robbed the Shell station on Telegraph Road. You know what he told the police? I was listening to that fucking Kenny Knox. No bullshit. I can't make this shit up.
No.
That means something was wrong with that music, huh? That's demonic ass music, bro. For real. Real talk.
He told him
He told him he was listening to that Kenny Knox, and that's why he robbed the fucking Shell station.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Nah, but I definitely agree. This music, and it's been this way for a long while. Like, it's been this way for a long while. I'd say since like the at least the mid 90s.
It's been that way. It's been fucked up. It just done got worse when ain't nobody, the competitiveness now then got to, nigga, I want to kill you. How do you kill somebody over some music? Motherfuckers can't get popular unless they beefing with another hood. You don't even know how to get fucking popular unless you beefing with a nigga. That's your reason for making music. You're not really an artist.
Nah, not if your
You're just a
not if your reason is
you're just stunting this shit.
Yeah,
you're not really an artist, man.
Not really an artist. If that's the reason.
For real, and the game is dying. This shit is dying. And I say this, I keep seeing posts like this, and I say this shit out loud. If you are fucking 30, 35, and motherfuckers around you talking about you too old, blah, blah, fucking, man, fuck that. Keep making music.
Nah, I keep on saying that too.
Because that's where the good music is gonna come from. I don't want to hear no music from a motherfucker that don't know how to read. I don't want to hear no fucking music from somebody that can't tell me something real about myself to help myself. These little niggas can't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be teaching nobody shit.
Nah,
but shout out to the YNs or whatever y'all do y'all thing, man. Like I said, I've been there. But this shit is just demonic and it's trash. And it's killing the culture. I'm watching this shit die every fucking day. I watch people hate on my son because they can't get the views he get. Motherfuckers want to shoot and talk shit. Shit is crazy.
Yeah, that shit weird.
That shit fucking crazy. And I want to have her end up killing nobody's kids, man. And that's a fear. I'm going to get out here again. Like I say, this last motherfucking album is called My Last Crash. So, yeah, beforehand, I'm on all bullshit on this album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just don't want to run into nobody's child that think he's a killer or a murderer or some shit. And he feel like that he can go against me or start opening his mouth against me. Shit, I fear that shit. Because I'm not gonna let you do it.
You know what's
I'm not
what
gonna
the
fucking let
outcome
you.
is.
Yeah. I don't want no parts of that shit, man.
And they show beyond that. They be thinking,
They
especially with
be-
this internet era, they thinking they can talk crazy and reckless. And then when you see them, I was just trolling. Nah, fuck all that.
I just looked at a TikTok of some little St. Louis nigga. I guess he from somewhere around the Dub or 19th Street, some shit over there. This little motherfucker, he's standing out there, he just laughing, talking about, nigga, I done killed hella people. Why? What the fuck you mean? I got hella bodies. I mean, one time we killed the nigga and then went right to school and blah, blah. Like, that shit is cool. You little fucking demon. That shit is not cool.
Nah, you need
That
to
shit
be
not
locked
cool.
up.
You know what I'm saying? And he only talking that shit because you're uneducated and you don't really know what you're putting out into the universe.
Shit,
You know what I'm saying?
you so dumb, you incriminating yourself. Though?
That's what I'm saying. It's fucking crazy. I wanted to find that little nigga and talk to him. I want to get in the car, go over that way, look for this little nigga. And what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
Right.
And I don't want to hear no shit like that from me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
I don't
But
wanna
who
hear
the
this
fuck
shit.
is you? You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But if not me, who? How does it ever change? What the fuck, with the temperature of St. Louis and these young niggas, how this shit ever gonna change?
so with your experiences and everything that you've been through, have you ever thought about like getting into a position where you can actually talk to these young men?
And I done been in my head for weeks at a time thinking maybe I should start my own church. You know what I'm saying? I done thought about all of that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't had the Urban League try to recruit me to do cure violence and all that shit. And I almost did it. But they want you to jump out of neighborhoods and talk to kids about who might be getting murdered and blah blah. It's a lot of shit into that, boy. You can't really do it. My wife and my daughters didn't want me to do it.
They ain't
That's
want
the
you
reason.
to do
No,
it.
they didn't want me to do it. And that's the
feel
reason.
that. Yeah, because it's a lot that goes along with it.
Yeah, but like the people at the Urban League, oh, you Kenny Knox, they'll listen to you. I'm Kenny Knox in Goodfellow Wales neighborhood in Sherman Park. Them little niggas don't give a fuck about me in Walnut Park. They don't know me. You ain't my big homie, nigga. Get the fuck away from her. People don't understand the politics on this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's politics go around with that. But yeah, I think about that all the time, trying to do something. And I just know that's something that's definitely going to happen later on when I know I got more patience. You know what I'm saying?
Still, you ain't get.
I just need more
As
patience.
far as patience wise, you ain't there
I
yet.
ain't got,
Just need a
I'm
little
a
bit more.
Capricorn. I have no patience
I
for
feel
shit.
you, man.
Anything slow irks the shit out of me. A slow car, a slow light, slow walking motherfucker, slow acting ass people. It fucks with me, bro.
I feel you.
And I don't want to be trying to talk to nobody and you act like you ain't hearing me because you feel like being tough today and shit. I don't want to go through that, bro.
Man.
But somebody needs
Man.
Somebody definitely needs
Yeah, I feel that. So I know you got a performance coming up on like June 21st.
June 21st at Pops, the Blue
Pops.
Experiment.
Yeah, the Blue Experiment.
I've never performed at Pops before.
That's crazy.
Never ever. And I'm like, why the fuck I ain't never performed at Pops before? So I got that, and then I got another with I got another in Indiana with what the fuck is his name? Steve T. What's the rapper from here that he signed with Tech Nine?
No, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I got a show with him on the 9th, I think it is, in Indianapolis.
Of July?
August. No, what is it? January? What we in right now?
June right now.
Let me see. It might be August 9th. Man, time be flying. That's how you know you're getting old as a mother.
So now this Pops performance you got coming up on the 21st, that's your first performance in a while? When was the last time you performed?
314 day.
You
Last
did?
time I performed. Not this 314 day.
Last year?
This 314 day, I didn't even leave the house.
Yeah.
The other last year, 314 day at the city. I fucks with the city.
Okay.
That's my type of club. Yeah.
I was gonna say I sure didn't hear about no 314 day Kenny Knox performance this year.
They don't fuck with me.
This year 314 was so damn slow.
That's right. I got some shit up my motherfucking sleeve. Though. I fuck around do my own 314 day next year.
That'll be dope.
Do my own, man. So yeah, Stevie Stone.
Stevie Stone. Okay, I know Stevie Stone.
Stevie Stone. So it's
Stevie
August 9th.
August 9th in Indiana?
In Indiana.
Okay. I seen somebody sent me something about a possible show you was gonna be on, but I don't. Oh
Krista,
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Krista,
that's it. Yeah.
Krista, yeah.
She was telling me about
So
that
yeah,
show.
she do all this music promoting this shit. She left her about 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Went up to Indiana, and now she doing big shit.
Yeah, she was showing me about that show right there. She had sent me some info.
She
on
did the Soldier Boy. I thought people was losing on Soldier Boy. She did Soldier Boy up there. That motherfucker was wall to wall.
Word.
Packed. I thought motherfuckers was losing on him.
Damn.
But yeah, she a good promoter. She know what she doing. She didn't always fuck me. I've been fucking with her since Viva. They used to do shows in Viva. That had to be fucking 2003 or 4 or some shit. I've been around a long time.
I've been doing this shit for a long while. Like you said, since the ADATs and Real to Reals, goddamn, we've been out here.
Motherfucker wouldn't know it.
One of the first motherfuckers. You said the first motherfucker to record on Pro Tools in the loop.
I'm one of the first people. I'm definitely the first rapper to record on it. He was out there doing rock and roll people.
Right.
On Pro Tools. And then Four Seasons. You ever been to Four Seasons studio?
No, I've heard about that.
That was a nice ass studio. I think it's private now. I don't even know if it's out there anymore. But they was the next people that had Pro Tools. I was recording out there. It was like the highest studio in the fucking city.
Yeah, I've heard about the Four Seasons a few times.
Yeah.
So you got a couple shows coming up.
Got shows coming up. Got albums coming
dropping.
out. Got singles finna drop. Finna do this motherfucking. This video gonna be crazy. I want to explain the video, but I don't want to kill the surprise. I got a surprise for this video, boy.
When's the video? When you plan on the video dropping?
I am planning on at least starting shooting the week after Father's Day.
Okay, so
That money, yeah, no, so definitely soon, definitely. I mean, summer will be over before the fuck you know it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm standing on that. I got the St. Louis. I feel like I got the best St. Louis.
No, right now,
with
the new banger you got, Young and Dumb Killer.
That's the best St. Louis anthem.
We played it last week when it dropped. Was it Friday? I don't even remember. We played it last week. I think on Friday, and we played that motherfucker 4 times.
Motherfuckers is.
I played it 2 times back to back.
I don't even have 5,000 Facebook friends, or no boosted posts, or no sponsor posts, or nothing. 7,000 people listen to that song since I dropped it, and I know them numbers seem little, but not really. When you're on a local ass Facebook page, you ain't got 5,000 friends. 7,000 people listen to that song. That's what I'm saying.
That motherfucker's a banger.
That's how you know it's a banger. Shit, so I'm finna push. I'm definitely finna push that motherfucker.
We listened to it twice back to back, and then James Big Boy Break came back in the chat and said, I dropped the 20 to play it again 2 times.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta put that in the store so I can get some of them 20s.
Nah, shout out to him.
Right on, bro. I
He
appreciate that shit.
said, he said, I gotta put that in the store. I'm telling you, man, you got the shit, man. Like, I could hear these songs if on syncs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the world has changed.
Definitely.
And you know, you've had to learn a lot over the last 5 years. But now it's like, if you do the right things, this shit is all in the palm of your hands,
It
man.
definitely is. And
It's
my
all in
team
your
is
pocket.
strong. My team's strong, my management's strong.
You done learned a lot.
Learned a lot. It's go time. It's go. I feel like ain't nothing but death can stop me.
I feel
That's how the fuck I feel.
That's what I'm on right now. Cause I'm listen. You know what? We gonna buy this whole building. We gonna renovate this whole building. It's gonna be like a fucking recording studio in here. It's gonna be all this streaming shit, podcast place. If people want to do that, we gonna you can live in this motherfucker.
It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be lit.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
definitely
from the top to the
The
bottom in
rooter
the
to the
basement.
tutor in this motherfucker.
Yes, that's what we on. We putting that shit into existence. So I believe in what you got going. It's time.
I'll be through. I'll be coming through. But yeah, it's definitely time. It's time to make money off my craft. It's time to make better business decisions. It's time to put better people around you. You're as good as the people are around.
That's real shit.
You're as good as the business that you know. So soak up the business. You being able to rap and that talent and shit, that's about 6% of what it takes to get the fuck on. It is so much other shit to go with it. And you have to take time out and learn it. Learn the business. Learn your target audience. Learn who you talking to. You know what I'm saying? Learn who the fuck around you. Learn who the fuck is in the back seat with you. You know what I'm saying?
For real, because motherfucker in the back seat fuck around and had a gun to your head, goddamn.
All the time. In this place,
Man.
all the time.
Somebody asked me earlier when I was live, because I went live on TikTok before I did this live, and they said, I was telling them about what I do when I was cleaning up to get ready for this. And I was like, we got Kenny Knox coming through, and I do interviews with local artists and entrepreneurs. And the guy said, do you ever worry about any of the rappers having the drop on you? And I was like, I think about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about it.
The crazy thing is you have to.
But I have to think about that.
And I just put a gun on your floor.
And then I got my gun right here. I'm just saying. So, like I was just saying, like shout out to T-Dub-O. T-Dub-O did an interview with me, and then we was out in public one day, and he was like, "Man, dude will be playing Call of Duty and got the gun right. You play with him if you want to." I was like, "You must have seen that motherfucker when he was here." But yeah, no, like this is where we from. You know, this is where we live. It don't matter if you on the south. Like people try to say, "Oh, the south side, north side, west side, which one's the best side?" All that shit.
Every time I see somebody get fucked up on the news, they on the south side. Over there's so many different cultures and shit around here. You don't know what the hell gonna pop off on the fucking south side.
I'm a south side native.
I have lived on every damn side, man. I done been every fucking where in this city.
And we had Grams over here just on an impromptu pop-up the other day, and we was talking about the south side in the 90s. All the west side and north side mamas that was trying to get their kids out of the neighborhoods to a better situation brought them to the south side. And then
a long time, but a long time niggas couldn't go to the south side.
Nah, they couldn't.
That was just, I mean, in the early 80s.
Yeah,
what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Before you can get over.
Yeah.
For real.
But in the 90s,
it was no side cheap that had cheaper apartments than the south side. The south side, you didn't need no credit or nothing. You could always find somewhere to live on the south.
It was a lot of private owners back then.
All right, get out the window.
So yeah, we got the new banger, Young and Dumb Killer. What's the inspiration, man? Like I said, we played it 4 times. We played it 4 times, man. And you talking about, he said outside the window, what we talking about right now with the gun on the floor and under the PC.
I just think that it was time for somebody to stand up in St. Louis and give us some kind of anthem. I don't think St. Louis has ever had a fucking artist that the city unanimously that they stood behind and was ready to push to the forefront and ready to say, yeah, that's my nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? The city ain't. I don't remember now. I guess you can kind of say Nelly a little bit, but people gave him so much fucking flack.
I feel like Nelly. This is a thing that gets talked about a lot.
I used to hate on him too.
I feel like Nelly he was the most successful artist in this like the hip hop rap realm from here, right? Well, yeah, he is just period point blank. Yeah. But the thing about it is it wasn't really the sound of the city,
and that's why I used to be mad at him.
Yeah.
Because how the fuck I'm gonna be mad at this man for going somewhere and getting a fucking record deal sounding like he sounded? But I was mad because St. Louis was one of them places that they wouldn't sign no fucking artists from. Mm-hmm. And then when you finally sign a motherfucker, you got this little nigga out here talking about how country it is and doing all that shit. Not even tripping off of that. This nigga doing this shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? He doing this because he's who he is. You know what I'm saying? He went up there, that shit worked the universe. Didn't nobody trip off all the fucking big rappers, like the superstar rappers. Everybody was co-signed by somebody. Mm-hmm. Nelly didn't get co-signed by nobody. He went up there and did that shit on his own.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I used to be mad at this man for rapping how he wanted to rap. And I'm falling in with the same bullshit other people talking about. He ain't did shit for the city. And then I think it was me and Murphy Lee inboxing one day. And he made me realize that my thought process was dumb as a motherfucker, because here you are, an artist that did get on from a place that artists cannot get on, which makes it extra hard for you. It makes it extra hard for you in the industry. It makes it extra hard for you when you come home. All that man trying to do is stay in his position. Mm-hmm. He ain't got fucking time to be dealing with me or worried about what the fuck I'm thinking about his music or trying to get me signed or none of that bullshit. Mm-hmm. He's just an artist his damn self. And I had to realize it. I had to come to that realization. You know what I'm saying? That I used to straight hate on that man for nothing. No more. Shout out to Nelly. Do what you do, bro. You doing your thing.
I always I'm not particularly a fan of the music because I just never felt like it really represented the city. And also, at the time that he was hot, I was rapping too. So it's competitive. You know what I'm saying? It was like, fuck that dude. For me, because more than anything, though, I just knew where I come from. It wasn't. And then I was abroad at the time when he was really popping. So, you know what people was telling me? We went to St. Louis and we thought it was going to be like Nelly.
Oh, yeah. No,
and we got robbed. Like that's the real
Nelly's music personally affected me back when I was traveling and people knowing who I am, and I had those opportunities to get signed. I fucking sat in front of the president Universal Records face, and now the craziest story is I go up to SRC. That's back when Steve Rifkin was running his label or whatever. I go up to SRC and they listen to my demo and shit. The crazy thing is I had a 9-song demo. They listened to it twice in front of my face, man. I mean, getting into the music. And he's telling me, so you from up here, right? You just trying to go down there and get that St. Louis buzz or whatever. I'm like, nigga, I grew up in St. Louis. Nah, man, nah, that ain't. We know what the music sound like in St. Louis. I went through that at Jive. Listen, I went through that at Jive.
Talk to them.
They wanted me to sound like Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
I went through it at SRC. They wanted me to sound like Nelly, even though they did offer me to stay up there. They was like, shit, well, just stay up for a couple of weeks, write some shit for us, and we give you 10 grand. Or whatever. Fuck that shit. Ain't finna steal my music from me. Went through that shit at Universal. They all wanted that sound. They thought if a St. Louis nigga was coming in here, I was gonna give them that, oh yeah, singing that shit.
Right.
And I'm sounding like they sound. I'm sounding like LA sounding. I'm sounding like what St. Louis really sounds like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they couldn't imagine that because they think in St. Louis is some clown ass, country ass place. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So which made me think that's what they think about bruh. You know what I'm saying? behind his back and shit for
About-
real. About
Debbie.
yeah, that's what they think about him and shit. And then that's fucked up because I got put in a box. I didn't sound like him. I couldn't get on.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely got boxed in with the sound for sure. But we here.
We heard.
And Knox
He
got
heard.
bangers.
I got bangers after bangers. And no more that humble shit when it comes to this rap shit either, boy. I'm telling you.
You think Humble held you back?
I got yeah, because I'm a rational type of nigga. I'm a thinker. You know what I'm saying? I'm a thinker. And a lot of times I see some shit and I just back the fuck off of it because I know if I step into that arena, there's gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit. But I don't want to say humbleness held me back. I've never used what people think about me to my advantage. I never used that living legend shit to my advantage. I never used that nigga, you the best nigga in the street. I never used none of that to my advantage. I never let that go to my head.
Right.
Fuck that, I'm finna crash out on this shit though. I'm finna use it. I'm finna do it and then prove me wrong.
Hell
If you can fucking beat my music, beat it. I'm not saying I'm directly in competition with you, but this next album, I'm finna be talking that shit. I'm on that shit. And I want my city back. I had this motherfucker in my hand.
Yeah.
For real, bro.
Like I'm telling you, when I came to St. Louis, when I came back, because I'm from here, but I left and came back. When I came back, oh man, Kenny Knox was the king of St. Louis.
I had this motherfucker in my hand. And I let it slip through my fingers. But now I want it back. You got to rap better than me for me to feel like you can take that from me.
Man,
You got to make better anthems than me. I'm not finna let nobody do
that.
dangerous, boy.
Hey,
Like I say, no more humble shit. Shout out to Kenny Knox. He coming to fuck y'all up.
hey, you heard what he said. Shout out to Kenny Knox for coming
real.
through live in the living room.
Yes, sir.
So the album, when it's dropping, you say you got 2 on the way before the year is up.
So I know definitely I wanted to do it by the 4th of July so bad. Independence Day would be so dope to drop an album. But we looking at like mid-July.
Okay.
For my last Crash album. And then definitely somewhere in October dropping the Music After Murder.
The music after Murderous Summer.
Mhm.
I like that title.
I had a song, I had an album way back in the day called Music for Murderous Song. And that's where I got it from.
Okay.
And that went crazy in the fucking street. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna crash out real hard on this fucking July album.
Yeah.
And the Music After Murderous Summer, I'm gonna show a little bit more range. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Show a little more like night music. Shit you can listen to and ride around with and shit. You know what I'm saying? But man, I just got so much music. I got so much music. I don't know what to fucking do with it.
So do you ever think about trying to like, with you being able to write at such a high capacity, do you ever think about getting into the point of being a writer?
Yeah, my managers is pushing for that.
Okay.
Like tough. My managers, BD and Mark Johnson, they manage Fresco and fucking Jake Quan.
Okay.
We all part of the same management squad.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, they push for me to write, and I definitely will. I'm. What's so crazy? I'm at the point in my life, man, where I don't have to be famous. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to know who the fuck I am. I'm just trying to get this bag. I want the paper. You know what I'm saying?
I see, and I was like at a point in my life for so long was like, you don't have to. I just want to get to the bag, but then I realized people have to know who I am in a way. You know what I'm saying? With this new era of the way everything works and content is king.
Gotcha.
That's why the kids win, because they post content constantly.
6 times a day, and that's why that's how you start monetizing that shit.
I've been posting 5 times a day across all my socials.
And I'm just getting to that point where I'm finna start pointing this phone at me and rapping and shit. See what people think.
Nah, just do it, like for real.
I stay on TikTok.
Why you ain't posting?
I don't know, because it ain't even my page.
Because you just scroll.
No, look, my daughter used my phone one day, right?
Uh-huh.
And she logged into her TikTok. It ain't even her TikTok no more. It's all motherfucking news and conspiracy theories and what the fuck is going on. It's my TikTok now.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
just
saying?
took over.
To me, TikTok is more informative than any other social media.
Yeah, TikTok is hella informative.
I know that's why they want to kill that shit.
Quick and it's quick information.
Yeah, quick information.
And the information leads you to research because it's so quick. So
all kind of shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I love learning. I love soaking up shit. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot on that. But yeah, I'm finna point that camera. I'm finna point that phone at me. Start dropping some of them in front of the mic videos, all that shit.
hell yeah, that shit gonna work. The content gonna work.
Like the show on the 21st, I'm finna sell my tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't did a show where I had to sell tickets to perform, nigga. Don't nobody make me sell no motherfucking tickets, nigga.
Do you got somebody that's gonna be there to record it?
To record what?
The
show. Oh, the show? No. You got.
I'll be there.
Come on with it.
I'll be there to capture it. Okay.
That's
Look
all.
at this bad. Look at this bad motherfucker. Okay. I'm gonna get your whole show set. I got some whole show sets on here just from the what was it, Sunday I was at the show. That shit.
That look good. So where's the camera? This is the camera?
Right there, it's the camera. See it move on the little gimbal. Here, we'll turn
Gimbal stick?
It's a gimbal on there.
Yeah. Automatic, right.
I can't remember. I thought it was if I turn it around, but there's a way that I could turn it around on us. Here it is. I gotta press the button.
All right, there you go.
See? And it got the fast track enable on my face, but if I was to put it on your face, yeah, and if
stay
you
on my
move and
face,
shit,
yeah.
it'll move with you and all
yeah,
that.
that's dope.
Look, it do this little thing here.
Right, just sit it up and let it follow you around and shit.
Yeah, and then you just press the button twice to start recording.
I'm definitely into that film shit, boy.
I'm a come. I'm be at that show anyway, because
right.
Cash Flow already said he gonna give me some tickets, so I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna catch your set, man.
I'm gonna sell my tickets and I'm gonna be there.
It's been a long
starting
time.
Over, bro. I'm starting over. I'm gonna play like a new artist. I'm gonna just play like a new artist.
But with knowledge.
Hella knowledge. You can't get shit off on me.
With a different knowledge set than you.
Definitely a different mindset. Period.
For sure.
Period. Don't have this talent that you can get paid for and don't get paid for it, man.
Man, that's it. Listen,
Really?
that's what drove me to this, because I was sitting here like playing the game and doing all the things that I do, and I'm like, man, I'm talented. I just need to show the world. Ben knew I was talented, but the world just ain't seeing it. You know what I'm saying?
Got to show the world.
So that's why I appreciate you coming through, man. Listen, and sitting here with me, you know what I'm saying, and telling me some stories. And I know it's so many more stories you can sit here and tell me.
I done been through so much.
We can go on for days and days and days.
I done been through hella shit.
But I ain't gonna hold you up no more. My man's got to get some rest. But before you get out of here, I need you to pick a marker out that box right there for me, like I was telling you about.
Yes, sir.
And I need you to sign the PlayStation 5 plate. This is the second side. We already got the other side filled up. Anywhere you want to sign it at on this.
Gotta find me a little spot.
Anywhere on there. Mad love to everybody that done tuned in with us today.
Appreciate you. I appreciate y'all's support. Appreciate you sitting here listening to my tired ass. I appreciate all that, man.
Hey, nah, he had woke up. He woke up, man. I appreciate your time. I understand, you know what I'm saying, we working hard. There. Look, there you go, right there.
I'm on there. Kenny Knox. I'm on there.
You see him?
I was here.
Right there. He said, I was here. Kenny Knox.
I was fucking here, y'all.
He is a part
and I will be back.
Live in the Living Room History. Definitely gonna be back. We got albums on the way. We gonna let y'all get out of here with actually the one he just dropped, Young and Dumb Killer. Let me show y'all on his page. Make sure y'all go follow him all across social medias. What you use the most? Facebook?
I definitely use Facebook more. I'm finna start fucking with that IG. That's where the crowd is. That's what people that like pictures and shit.
I've been making sure that all my posts from Facebook
goes to IG. Yeah, I need to start doing that shit.
I've been doing that. And also when I post 5 times a day, IG is one of the places I post as well. Yeah. So yeah, definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like, utilize this shit, man. I know we don't be wanting to really utilize this shit, but we gonna win with this shit. You got
to utilize.
For sure.
It's a new way of the world. You got to play the game, bro.
But we finna get out of here with the video, the single.
Y'all look for that motherfucking Kenny Knox single, Young and Dumb Killer. #1 St. Louis anthem ever. I'm standing on that. I'm sticking to it. And the streets are saying the same shit.
Y'all heard what he
It
said.
is what it
man.
is. Yeah.
Y'all heard what he said. I'm gonna let y'all vibe out to this as we get out of here. Mad love again to Kenny Knox for tuning in. I really appreciate you, brother. It's been a long time coming. We gonna see y'all next time live in the living room. Until then, y'all, peace.
They say we ain't had an anthem in years. They say you might have to dig up a dead nigga to get it. Kenny Knox back. It's been a long fucking time. Did it for the city where the murder rate climb. And the hustlers jugging 50. Hoes fighting all the time. Holding babies, showing titties. And the Hawaiians do you filthy. They pull up, jump out and bust. I'm a Mississippi River sick at St. Louis City, nigga. No capping, no pretending. Go to war with any nigga. Bangers when we little, move them packets when we bigger. Get shot up riddle with bullets, be back outside by the winter. I'm a banger full of anger, frustrated, full of fury. Watch you stunting, getting money. They kill you for that jewelry. All my baby mama stripping on the east side, throwing booty. Living Grand Theft Auto, East Missouri, Call of Duty. I'm rolling stone when I slide. Demon whip a demon on the phone all the time. Once a night, bling blingin'. King Kong in my mind, shit is up, then it's stuck. Swing this AR out that window, everybody better duck. From the loot, jump killer, jump and dump killer, jump the loot, jump killer, jump and dump killer. Jump killer, jump and dump killer. Jump killer, jump and dump killer. Keep a trick on my sleeve, scamming, no we jamming. Police pull up, yeah we leave, then we right back jamming. Got a bag you wouldn't believe. This drug dealing is a talent, so this push is where I'm standing. I wake up to run it up. I'm in my zone most of the time. Pay attention to no goofy. I tell him fuck him in his kind. You don't like me, come and shoot me. See the hole in his eyes, tell that pussy he a pussy. And if it's blocking sister push me, I slide through and gun it up. On the curb with my guys, life for and I love it. Can't no hater do my shine, can't no broke bitch tell me nothing. In the neighborhood's pride, all the dope fiends say they love me. Cause I'm ready with they mess soon as the sun is coming up. I'm rolling stone when I slide. The demon whip a demon on the phone all the time. Once a night, bling blingin'. King Kong in my mind, shit is up, then it's stuck. Swing this AR out that window, everybody better duck. From the loot, jump killer, jump and dump killer, jump the loot, jump killer, jump and dump killer. Jump killer, jump and dump killer. Jump killer, jump and dump killer. On my mind when I slide, maniac for moolah, body armor when I ride. Turtle back, King Kuba. I got murder on my mind. Only shoot at shooters who be captain after school when shit be cool, they flare it up. Bumping gums all the time, can't never let shit just be peaceful. Put they souls on the line, manipulated by the evil. Spin they blocks all the time, keep that demon and his people. On an early Sunday morning, catch them sleeping, churn 'em up. I am the leader of the leaders. Ollie, you been building ladders. Turn a rookie year hitter to a superstar batter. Keep it street and getting money, it's the only shit that matter. Caught a rival at our liquor store, we stepped and stuck 'em up. It's for the corners and the slime. The nigga in the mirror, trying to see what he can find. His reflection getting clearer. Never capping, never lying. Do his time and eat a year. And when his feet back on the street, he find his stitch and fuck 'em up. I'm rolling stone when I slide. The demon whip a demon on the phone all the time. Once a night, bling blingin'. King Kong in my mind, shit is up, then it's stuck. Swing this AR out that window, everybody better duck. From the loot, jump killer, jump and dump killer, jump killer, jump and dump killer. Jump killer, jump and dump killer. Jump killer, jump and dump killer. Yeah, where the fuck is St. Louis? What? Where the fuck is St. Louis?